I've always been of the opinion that you don't listen to just anyone who comes and tries to tell you how to run your life. And probably when it comes to recording a video, I never knew how to approach it until today. I'm part of a homesteading group on Facebook, and one of the members asked a question. Apparently, she really wants to start homesteading. She really wants to get on a farm at a small or large scale, but the idea is that she wanted to move and live on a farm. And her question was, how practical is it? Because her in-laws are telling her that it's impossible for her to raise her kids and also live on a farm. And we had about over 300 comments from the members of the group. And what actually stood out to me is a comment by someone who said, in line of stating that, our ancestors will be amazed by the comment of the in-laws, because that's how they used to live. They lived on farms. Before, this, manufacturing and, industrialization of the world was a big thing. Everyone lived on a farm, and they did just fine because we just happened to be their offspring. So if they didn't make it, we would not be here on Earth. Now, take this and scale it up or down and scale it to different areas in your life. First of all, those who have no experience or knowledge in a topic, you should not listen to them. And don't get me wrong, including your family members, if they do not have, facts to back up their opinion, I would say, with all due respect, I'm not saying don't listen to them. You might want to listen, but they should not be the biggest, factor when it comes to making a decision. Now, I'm not talking about spouses because that impacts them. Your decision doesn't impact. I'm talking about like cousins and people that, at the end of the day, what you do with your life doesn't have any, effect on them. Um, Secondly, when you're asking a question more of like to get a better feel, look for those who are into that field. For instance, if you want to go to med school, you're not going to ask someone who's not even going to school in general and ask them what do they think about you going to med school or law school or whatever it might be, career wise. Somebody who's unemployed sitting and not even trying to get a job should not be a person to tell you how to go about your future job or career. And when you ask people, you have to be logical and not emotional. A lot of times, um, we, because we care about someone so much, what they say becomes like the reference for you. Like, oh, they said this, that means this gotta be true, and this gotta be the only way to do things. No, get different opinions from different people. And this is again assuming that you do need the feedback. There are times when you just got to go and do it. A lot of things, for instance, inventions, they were not based on people's opinions. A lot of times of, when these things happen, somebody is just doing the things on their own and they're making sure that they don't give up and they keep going at it. So when I looked at the example of the lady who's so eager to start her own farm, and the first obstacle, probably the only obstacle that she has, are her in-laws, it just reminds me of how many people, um, who are very close to the person who's very passionate about something, they make emotional decisions, and unfortunately they become the decision makers rather than the ones who just give an opinion and allow you to make your final decision. So I hope that we change that, and it starts with each and every one of us in the way that we go about receiving opinions, suggestions, ideas, and how we go about it. Thank you.